Hey guys, this is starting to feel like therapy, y'all. Coming out here under this big tree, itching because there are bugs flying around me. But this conversation, this heart to heart that I'm doing with you guys is starting to feel like therapy. Honestly, it's like things are coming to my mind now. And today, I want to talk about. Oh, look at my shirt. Hold on, look at my shirt. Isn't that cute? Locked up. I think I bought this from Temu. Pretty good quality. Pretty good quality for Temu. Okay, let's get back to my story. This one, I would like to come here and actually share fun, happy stories with y'all, but I'm sorry. So far, I keep bringing all these bad things that happened, but I'm better for them. I wouldn't say I'm better because of them. I am better in spite of them. I'm still here. I'm still strong. People tell me I am one of the strongest people they have ever come across, and I'm thinking to myself, what? Me? I don't think I'm strong. I go through shit. I go through a lot. I cry. I break down. I have panic attacks when I break down, when I'm too emotional. I don't think I'm strong. But when I hear people tell me the things I've endured and certain hardships that they couldn't have handled, and it's like they say to me, wow, I don't know how you're doing this, but you're a real patient taking this for this long. I guess I'm stronger than I even give myself credit for. Anyway, so today I want to talk to you guys about my childhood. This time I am probably 15 years, or maybe still 14 or 15, probably 15, early on 15. So I'm 15 years old. I grew up with boys. I've always seen myself as one of the boys. And funny enough, my husband has to remind me, like, you're not one of the boys. You're a woman, you know? And I forget when I see my brother and his friends, it's like I want to mingle and talk and do all these things like I'm one of them. But I have to catch myself and realize, okay, you're not a boy. You're not one of them. You're not, bro. You're not bro. You are bro's little sister. So, but I'm grown now, so I don't know. I digress. Anyway, so I've always looked at myself as one of the boys. That's how I grew up. Climbing trees. When the boys were climbing trees and plucking fruit, I was doing that. My dad had to come, and one day I was in the mango tree plucking mangoes, and he's like, get down from that tree. Don't you realize you're a girl? Like, he has to say things like that to me. And then even when I started to develop breasts, it hadn't clicked to me that I was developing breasts. And I would walk around bare chest just like the boys, and my dad would have to like scold me, go and put on a shirt, because I didn't, it wasn't clicking. So anyway, I did what the boys were doing. And one thing that we would do, okay, maybe I should back up. If you grew up with me in this era, you probably know who I'm talking about. Don't call me and ask me what happened. What happened, I'm about to put out here for the whole world to hear. So please don't call me and ask me about this. And if you hear it and you want to discuss with your folks, that's fine. I just don't want to go over it with anyone, okay? Secondly, I'm not going to say any names because I'm cool with this person's, one of his sons. I'm cool with him, and he's like a bro to me. And so I've never told him this. If he watches this video, he's probably going to find out what happened. And that's okay, because it's my story. It's what happened to me, and I'm sharing with my people, my family on YouTube, my story. So here we go. We lived in a military base called Burma Camp. And my dad was an officer. And when I was about to go to junior high school, my dad was, what did they call it? Shipped, assigned a duty in Iran. And we say Iran in Ghana, and Americans say Iran. So he was assigned a duty in Iran for 3 years, which means that through junior high 1, junior high 2, junior high 3, my dad wasn't going to be there. He was supposed to come back home when I was going to senior high. So he had my aunt, my older aunt. She was an older lady. My aunt was going to come live with us for 3 years while my dad, worked in Iran. He was a single dad, and so there was no mom in the home, so aunt came and lived with us. So it's basically as though I have no covering, right? I don't have a parent around as my shield, my covering, and and people know their victims. People know people who want to take advantage of others know those who don't have covering, and they know they can get away with what they do, right? So anyway, my story is this. Across from my house where I was living in the military base was the house of the army commander. I'm not going to say his name, but the army commander lived across from my house, right opposite my house. So when we made too much noise or stuff like that, we had to kind of watch it because the commander's house was next door to mine. So on this fateful day, it was Christmas, and we were doing fireworks. And our fireworks we call knockouts. They're the fireworks that the thick ones that you can light up in your hands and just throw. That's the fireworks that we were playing with. So we're outside. There is a fence that separates my house from the commander's house. So we don't see in. We don't know what's going on. There's like a hedge and a fence. So we don't see what's happening in there at all. So the commander has kids. And me and my brother, my little brother, and friends were in my house playing with knockouts. But here's what was happening. Commander's kids were throwing knockouts into our yard. And then we will run, right? It was a fun thing. So we don't know it coming. We just see it, it falls, and we run away from it. And so to retaliate or to finish playing what we're playing, we threw knockouts back at them because these are kids playing, but we don't see each other. We run, we hear kids chattering, laughing, and running behind the fence. They hear us laughing and running behind our fence. They throw, we throw. That was it. So the last one that I threw it, and then there was no kids chattering, there was no kids laughing or running or anything. And so they stopped, we went inside the house to continue playing or whatever. And then there's a knock on my door. I open the door, and it's the military police. They guard the front of the army commander's house in his full regalia, his military clothes, his gun and everything on him. And he says, "Who threw the knockout, the fireworks?" And I said, "I did." And he says, "Commander wants to see who threw it, or all the kids that were playing out there." Okay. So he walks us, escorts us to the commander's house. We go in, and there is commander sitting I guess he was sitting on the lawn with his wife, commander's wife, sitting on the lawn. So I guess all this time when I threw the last one, it landed around them and they got startled or scared or whatever. or maybe they thought it was a gun. I don't know. But so now they want to know which child threw that. We get there. I'm having allergies, y'all, so I've been like blinking a lot lately. Sorry, but my eyes. So, who threw? These are the kids who threw the fireworks. And Commander's wife says, kneel down on this lawn right here. So we knelt down on the floor, on the grass, on the lawn, on our knees, and we stayed there. And they kept chit-chatting and chit-chatting and chit-chatting. Whenever they were ready, she says, who threw the knockout? I'm not going to lie. Neither am I going to stand there and be quiet and let somebody else take something that I did. I was the one that threw the last one. So I owned up. I lifted my hand and I said, I did. You know what she did? She got up, walked up to me, and slapped. I'm telling you, that woman slapped me so hard on my face. I couldn't. I was shocked. All I heard was like this wee in my ear. It was just ringing in my ear. And mind you, I'm like probably 14 years old, 14 or 15 years old. And I'm somebody's child. You could have asked for who is the adult in this home. Commander wants to report what the kids in this home have done. Or Commander wants to give a warning or whatever. Commander was sitting right there. His wife slapped the shit out of my face. Like I'm a child and I go like this. Shit, I almost fell. I almost slapped myself. Oh my God. Okay. So this is getting too long. I'm gonna have to split this into 2 videos. So guys, it's already 12 minutes. So I'm gonna stop right here and we will do part 2 of this heart to heart. Okay, all right.